Hello and welcome! Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deep into what is arguably the single most important element of hospitality, the guest experience. We're going to break down what separates a good stay from a truly unforgettable one.
I'm thrilled to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. This whole explainer is designed to arm you with the practical skills that truly define success in our industry. It all starts with a simple but powerful idea. Understanding what our guests truly expect is the foundation for everything we do. This isn't just theory, it's the absolute core of our craft. All right, so let's get right into it. At the absolute heart of our industry, there's this constant challenge. It's all about navigating the gap between providing standard functional service and creating a memorable, standout experience for our guests. So let's really think about this for a second. What is it that truly separates good, competent service from an experience that a guest not only remembers, but talks about for years to come? What's that magic ingredient?
And the answer? Well, it's all about our ability to close that gap. Think of it like building a bridge. On one side, you have what a guest explicitly asks for, and on the other, what they truly desire. The very best in our field know how to connect the spoken request to the unspoken need behind it.
Now, to be able to build that bridge, you've got to understand that every single guest interaction happens on two different levels. Recognizing these two planes is really the first step toward mastery.
Yeah, this chart really lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the what. These are the direct, explicit requests, like, I need a quiet room. But on the other side, you have the how, the powerful, implicit desires. A guest asking for a quiet room isn't just asking for 4 quiet walls. They're asking to feel rested and cared for. They don't just want a wake-up call, they expect the entire process to be seamless and effortless.
You can think of these explicit expectations as the absolute foundation. They're the baseline requirements that are clearly stated. When we deliver on these, we build trust. We show we're competent and reliable. It's the price of entry for providing great service.
But this is where the magic really happens. This is where you go from good to truly exceptional. Implicit expectations are all those unstated assumptions. They're shaped by a guest's culture, their past hotel stays, and frankly, by the reputation you've built for your brand. They're tougher to spot, for sure, but meeting them is what elevates an experience and makes a guest feel genuinely understood.
Okay. So the big question is, how on earth do we uncover these unspoken desires? It's not like you can read minds, right? Well, no, it's not magic. It's about having the right tools in your professional toolkit.
And really, it all comes down to 3 fundamental skills. First, you've got to learn to read the signals. Body language, their tone of voice, even a slight hesitation can tell you so much. Second, listen, and I mean really listen, not just to the words, but to the priorities and concerns behind the words. And finally, you learn to ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that get to the why behind their stay.
Just look at this question right here. This is a game changer. Instead of just asking, "Can I help you?" you ask something like this. It's an invitation. You're signaling to the guest, "I'm genuinely interested in making this great for you." And that opens the door to discovering those implicit needs we were just talking about.
Okay, so understanding these needs is half the battle, for sure. But the other half, it's all about actively managing them. This means we have to shift our mindset. We need to stop being reactive, just waiting for a problem to happen, and start being proactive, or even better, anticipatory. Let me give you a really common everyday scenario to show you what I mean. Picture this. A guest checks in, and they are super excited to visit your hotel's famous rooftop bar. It's probably one of the main reasons they booked with you in the first place.
So now we're at a crossroads, and there are 2 ways this can go. First, the reactive path. We do nothing. The guest goes up to the roof, finds it's closed for a private event, and boom, disappointment. Their expectation is shattered. But then there's the proactive path. At check-in, we tell them about the event, but we immediately suggest a fantastic alternative, maybe a nearby partner lounge, and offer a complimentary drink for the inconvenience. See the difference? We turned a potential negative into a real positive.
And you know, when you put it all together, when you combine uncovering those unspoken needs with that kind of proactive communication, you get to the holy grail of hospitality, true, genuine personalization. And that has some incredibly powerful benefits for the business.
And let's be clear, this isn't just about being nice. Mastering guest expectations is a powerful business strategy.
It leads directly to higher satisfaction scores, which in turn fuels repeat visits. It builds rock-solid brand loyalty. It creates a meaningful emotional connection that standardized service just can't touch. And as a really nice bonus, it cuts down on so many service-related conflicts because you're solving problems before they even exist.
So, if there's one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Personalized service makes a guest feel truly understood, not just processed. We're moving away from a system where a guest is just a number in a transaction. We are building relationships where each person feels seen, heard, and valued. That feeling is the most valuable thing we can offer.
So as you go forward from here into your careers, I want you to carry this one question with you. Let it be your guide with every single guest interaction. Ask yourself, how will I anticipate my next guest's unspoken need? Because the answer to that question, well, that's what will define your success. Thank you.